lovely Amalgamaine. So, Amalgamaine, take it away.
Awesome. Awesome, awesome. Thank you for having me, Dangerous, and everybody here at Power Up with Pride. I'm so happy to be able to show you the amazing, amazing, amazing fun of one of the classic first-person shooters, Wolfenstein 3D, where you get to be able to become the famous BJ Blazkowicz and escape out of the tough, tough, tough castle Wolfenstein against the evil German army. Now, I know there's an incentive going on. I'll ask about that a little bit later, but what we're going to be doing here is we're going to be playing on the hardest difficulty, which is literally becoming Death Incarnate themselves, and destroying every guard, finding every treasure, and finding every secret. We're here for the fun. Strap on in and go get yourself a sippy if you need one of those. So we're going to start the run in 3, 2, 1, and let's boogie.
Good luck.
Let's get psyched. Welcome to level 1. Somehow all that we got is this fancy little pistol. Right? You're like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? All you're doing is just going around, looking at these beautiful corridors, and somehow saying hello to every little guard along the way. Now, why do I call this a classic? Because for those who don't know or didn't have a computer back in the early 90s, you actually had to install this game through floppy disks and get some drivers to make sure that Sound Blaster worked on your computer. I loved this game ever since my dad brought it home to me. And my two sisters and I, we would go and we would play this and try to be as good as my dad, who would play this on his lunch break. I have lots of stories about growing up with this game, but I'm going to save them just to talk a little bit about what it is that makes this run so much fun. Which is this first tactic, which is actually wasting ammo to gain position. A lot of times, guards won't actually move or spawn until you shoot them, or shoot, period. And then they'll come out in the woodworks to try to find you. This can allow you to go faster and be able to get the jump on them. And ta-da, we're going to the secret level. So why do we call this 100% again? 100% kills, 100% secrets, and 100% treasures. I'm leaving the 100% on here just for a little bit longer because I keep track of the run through the points. That score means that we got everything, and I am allowed to move on to the next level. Nice. If we don't get to this particular score, run stops and have to start it over. That's what makes part of this run fun, is that it's a score run.
Mein Leben.
Now this is the secret level. Exactly. We get to meet brand new blue guys. And just like Dangerous just mentioned, they can say some pretty funny things when you remove them. I like to think, and the same thing that the most amazing Dangerous just said, is that when you get rid of them, they'll say my bacon. Now if you hear something else, I'd love to hear it in the chat. Or send a message with a donation saying what you love about bacon. Because right now is a perfect time for messages while we go and open up some secrets.
Oh, absolutely. We got a $25 donation with no comment that came from Amalgamam. Aww. Thank you very much, Amalgamam, for that very generous donation.
Absolutely. Now, unfortunately, contrary to a lot of the amazingness that Pride Month is, and happy Pride Month, everybody, we do have to defeat dogs. So if you're a dog lover, I'm a cat person, but I respect dogs. You might have to look away when I have to get rid of some of the dogs.
I'll just make sure my dogs aren't in the room for that.
Mein Leben.
Those blue guards, one of the things that makes this run really, really hard when you have to go up against them is that they can move while you're shooting at them. So unlike the other guards, who will just stand and take whatever abuse you want to give them, they'll actually try to evade what you're doing, which is never a good time. You want them to go down, and down quickly. Like these three people right here.
I love how you can interrupt their dialogue with, like, picking up ammo and whatnot.
Mein Leben.
Oh yes. There's a ton of fun sound effects that happen in this game. If you're lucky, we'll get to hear the famous Wolfenstein trombone sound. And if you're asking yourself, what is the Wolfenstein trombone sound? I hope we can give it to you, because it's what happens when the game doesn't know how to play one of the sounds of the dying guards. It just goes instead.
Nice.
Yes. Now,
Yeah, I don't think I've ever actually gotten the trombone sound to play myself, because maybe I have heard it and I don't remember, but I don't remember hearing it actually. So I'm looking forward to hearing that.
well, I hope I can be able to do that and make this Pride event just one more layer of extra special. Now, if you've never played Wolfenstein before, it's okay. There's no harm in not knowing about this game. They did teach you. This game, the secrets are really, really hard to find. And the reason for it, well, besides that they're called a secret, is you really don't get any feedback as to where they are. You kind of have to just be silly and just start tapping every single wall to find them. Now, because I've played this enough, I know where all the secrets are, but if you ever need to, there are plenty of maps and helpful people online who can show you where all of the secrets are. To come on out? Perfect. Now I just gotta watch out for this room, because this room, gotta watch out for all of them. Perfect. There we go.
Oh my god, that
You'll
noise.
see me do that a lot during this game, because I don't remember the exact pixels to where all of the secrets are. I kind of just remember where they are, and I go up and down. Perfect. I go up and down the walls to try to find them. Now, what we saw in the last level, we saw secret elevators. Now, there's two here. We're going to hit this one first, and I'm going to show you why. It's a blue guy convention in here.
If only there were grenades in this game.
And I always forget how many guards are in there. I always think it's 6, but apparently it's 7. So that's when you see that I got ambushed by that last one, is those blue guys will only end up appearing when you run on in or you shoot a lot of bullets, because they don't like to move unless they really startle them. But they will kill you very quickly. For those who have an extra astute eye, you'll notice that I went level 1, level 10, and then level 2. Why is that? You know, this is old school gaming. Don't levels go in order? You'd be right. Just so happens that Wolfenstein loves to have in every one of their episodes one secret level, and that secret level is always level 10. It just so happens that in... Sweet, thank you, open the door. You can only get to episode 1's secret level, level 10. And that's where we get 110.2 from. As a little kid, one of the things that would always startle me is that some of those guards, as you just saw, like to hang around right next to the corner as you walk by. So if you're not paying attention or blazing your gun as you go across the corner, you're gonna get jump scared by somebody standing still. They knew what they were doing back at id Software.
Wolfenstein, a horror game confirmed.
Yes, it is. Now that secret allowed me to pick up one of the famous weapons inside of not only Wolfenstein, but in all of id Software's creations, which is the chain gun. But you might go, well, why aren't you using it? Unfortunately, we have to worry about ammo. And ammo in this game is quite a premium. There you go, get his little pack of ammo, which are those little blue boxes on the ground. The chain gun goes through it as if you don't have anything else around. This machine gun does about the same level of damage, but fires at a much lower rate, so you could better do ammo control.
That makes sense.
Oh yes, because every bullet's gonna count, and if I run out, you're gonna see the dreaded pie plate server.
My goodness.
Why is it dreaded, you might be asking? That's because it's actually a knife. You have to, when you run out of ammo, you have to stick people with a knife. But it looks like a pie plate server to me. So I always call it the pie plate cutter. It's not very useful in terms of damage output, and it's very slow. So that's part of the reason why I use this machine gun this whole time. Open this door, and we'll go get our special little secret bullet right there. We'll go to one of the famous areas of this level, which is going to have a welcoming party at the end of the level, trying to prevent you from being able to escape. We need that key to join the welcoming party. But you could get killed just like that, even when you know what you're doing. Which is why this run is always a fun one, because you'll never know what you'll be getting. There's that pie plate server. The good news is that even with a death or two, there's enough in Wolfenstein that you'll be able to come right on back. While I'm re-navigating the world, if there's any messages, feel free to bring them up.
Absolutely. We got a $15 donation from Soulmass218 that says, "My bacon!"
My bacon!
Thank you very much, Solmas, for that donation. Yes, and just as a reminder to everybody, all of the donations that you are sending in for Power Up with Pride 2026 is going toward Point of Pride. Point of Pride is a trans-led 501c3 nonprofit organization, and they've served tens of thousands of people in all 50 states and over 100 countries by providing access to gender-affirming health and wellness services. They are currently celebrating their 10-year anniversary, and in that time, they have raised nearly $6 million in support of their mission. And let's help them get all the way to 7 million. Let's see if we can get to 7 million by the end of this event, at the end of this weekend.
Absolutely. And as somebody in the community myself, I wished I had resources like our sponsor here to be able to help me when I needed it. So please give if you can.
Absolutely.
So since we're taking a second look at this level, one of the things I'll talk about is a movement tech. Playing with the controller, I'm using Steam input here because even though I learned how to do this with a keyboard as a kid, the mechanics just don't make sense to me anymore. So this movement is actually what's called a sprint button. And you have to hold L2. I'm using a PS4 controller, so the equivalent of your controller allows you to move at double the speed. Oh, good, double bacon there. It's what allows you to be able to navigate through all of these levels at ludicrous speed. And yes, that is an intended Spaceballs reference. Through this game. So this is how fast you go normally when you're not pressing L2. You'll see it's kind of slow. But when I turn on the L2 and we go in ludicrous speed, we can go pretty quickly around here. It's one of the things that they don't really kind of teach you about this game until you start messing around with it. There we go. And another reason why you want to take those blue guys out first if you can, because they will and can not only do the most damage, but they will love to try to escape your bullets. They also have some of the highest crit rates in this game. So anytime you see my screen burst with a giant red, that's the game telling you you've just been critted. Where you get anywhere from 25 to 75% health loss on just one little hit.
Oof.
It's fairly unpredictable, and it could happen at any time. So that's why you saw the last time that I went through here just immediately get wrecked. That's because I have no control over it. Let's talk to the welcoming crew again here.
There we go.
Okay, we have to pie plate this guy then. There we go. Okay.
Nice. There we go.
Yes, those blue guys also will take a lot of bullets to go down. And that, again, that chain gun just eats it as if you were going to your favorite restaurant. Are we doing on points here? Okay, we are where we need to be. 100, 100, 100. Exactly where we need to be.
GG.
Thank you. So now that we get out of level 2, I'm going to show you one of the things that makes the speedrun of this game more interesting than a traditional like first-person shooter, in my opinion. We get what I call the loop-de-loop of secret doors. Back in the DOS days, you actually have to wait for things to get loaded into memory. those secret doors that you see me tap on, only one can be activated at a particular time. And you have to wait for it to finish its loading animation in order for you to tap on the next one. Even if you're standing in front of a real secret door, the game's gonna be like, I don't know what you're doing. So that's why I run around to this particular area multiple times to get all of the secrets in one particular loop, just because you can't get them all unless you stand and wait. This level also introduces one of the other fun memes I think about this game, which is secrets within secrets. Just because you open a secret door doesn't mean that you're done. In fact, we'll have a gentleman's, gentlewoman's, or gentle they's bet later on in level 8 as to how many secrets within a secret that are going to be presented.
I think I remember the answer to that one, so I'll abstain because I played a lot of this game when I was a kid. So
you could always, throw off any of the chatters who are guessing,
true.
Potentially picking the wrong number if you want.
True.
That would make it an extra dangerous gentle person's bet.
Ah! It's
So
a
this
silly
blue
thing.
hall-
These walls move around and stuff.
Yep. It will go very, very slowly. Very, very slowly. Now we're going back into where we need to be, where we just take care of a couple more people. This is a little mini maze inside of this floor. Where normally, if you were just playing this game on your own and not necessarily caring, or if you were just going through and trying to beat the levels as fast as possible, you would skip all of this because we're going to a dead end. There's nothing here except for, a couple, guards just hanging out. We just get to ruin their party.
There's also treasure in there.
That is true, but not everybody really likes treasure. Now, if you're a treasure hunter like Indiana Jones,
True.
it's gonna be your favorite. We'll open that. Here we go. Don't get jump scared. That guard right there almost always jump scared me as a little kid. Because he's just standing right exactly where you would want to turn left.
The mechanics of this game now and realizing how good we have it nowadays with it's like first person tank controls. Wow, we really don't do that very much anymore at all.
Mm-hmm. If you're used to like a Halo type of game,
Yeah.
this is gonna feel very archaic to you.
Yeah, I remember how easy it was to get lost in these levels because, they are just straight up mazes, and it would be so easy to just not know where to go next because every room looks very similar. And, I'm thinking about how a lot of games have an in-game mini-map now that acts kind of like a radar, and whenever I get those, I have to make coffee because I always have coffee when I watch radar. You know that.
There we go. 491,700 gets you out of level 3. If you mod this game, you can actually get a map. So you're lucky out there is you actually have the community's help to be able to make this game just a teensy-weensy bit easier. Now, that room I just walked through, I call it release the swarm. And that's because every guard was hidden behind one of those little blocks, I'll call them. And they won't move until they see you, or you hear a bullet shot. If you shoot, you bring them all to you, and then it's just a shooting range. So while we're opening up a couple of treasures here, if there's any messages, it's perfect time for it.
Well, I definitely do want to remind folks about why we are doing this. We are doing this for Point of Pride, and I saw a comment earlier about the Electrolysis Support Fund. And the money that we raise for this event will go to Point of Pride's various support programs, such as their Electrolysis Support Fund, which is a scholarship-like program that provides direct financial assistance to trans femme people in need of permanent hair removal services that they cannot otherwise afford. And so, you saw the comment earlier about that. I want to remind everybody that is one of the many funds that they are that they help fund and support. So all your donations go to a wonderful cause in Point of Pride. So please send in those donations. And we've also still got bid wars incentives open if you want to chip in for those. Looks like we've still got the Save or Kill Lord British incentive open, or bid war rather, for the Ultimate 9 Ascension run later this evening. So send in your donations and save Lord British. Yeah? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we're going to need some help saving because this room is very dangerous. In my opinion, one of the most dangerous rooms in the entire game is because not only is it open, it's very you, by the way.
Very me.
There's about 30 guards in this whole open section, and then they are all strategically placed that the moment you start shooting, they will all come swarm in on you. So you have to not only know where they all are, you have to be able to predict where they're gonna walk to and keep moving because they'll get you. So we're gonna open up first some safety health in case the next area I get really wrecked on. And as you saw from level 2, it can happen. And we're gonna say hello to our little friend. Beautiful. See, yeah, they just stand there and wait for you. You gotta be ready. This is an example of clever level design because they put guards on both sides of the door when you come in here. And some of the guards will actually come back here and open this door to bring out all the dogs on you. They knew what they were doing. And I give them extra props for doing so because it not only makes the run a lot more exciting to play, it makes it a lot more fun to watch. Because you're like, where are the guards going? Why are they doing this? They don't know what it is. They do. This is another scary room because look how many of them there are in the open world here. We're good. We're just gonna go grab some health here. And for those who enjoy another good meme, I'm just gonna look quickly backwards and grab a couple more pieces of health here. I like to say, do we have another health kit back here? Yes, we do. Perfect. TV dinners. I don't know how many of you grew up with a TV dinner or have a frozen dinner every now and then. Have you had any of those lately, Dangerous?
I definitely have. Yeah, I
Perfect.
definitely have.
Those will hurt. Those will remove any bullet wounds that you have in this game. So I've always learned if you get yourself your hands on a little bit of a turkey dinner, you can prevent yourself from being hurt with bullets. But please don't do that and test that in real life. That only works in a video game.
I can stop a bullet once.
Yes. But I don't want you to have to practice that.
I can't practice it. I can only do it once, so.
That is true. Well, we want you happy, not necessarily taking any of those, so glad you're doing what you're doing and making this even more fun for everybody in the audience.
Oh, well, thank you.
Inside of level 5 here, this is what I call the circle level. The reason why I call it that circle level is because the opening room is a giant circle. And you have to navigate the entire circle to get 100%. While at the same time, if you shoot, which there are guards out there, you're going to start to bring in everybody. And you're going to want to be really careful because there's nowhere to hide in this circle room. If you are going to ever want to play this game, be aware that the doors do auto-close after a certain period of time. Nothing ruins a very fast run than trying to go through a door that is closing. Just like what I'm doing right now, I'm trying to minimize how many doors I have to go and open because of the game's kind enough just to close them all in my face. Out and begin our direction towards the end of the level. This level's got a couple tricks up its sleeve. First is a trick door, where the moment you come in, there's a guard waiting, and he'll shoot you very quickly. The next little trick is you have some of these guards back here holding some of those fancy little cups. I call this next room the Bastille room because you have to storm inside to get around all of the guards. Otherwise, they'll just flank you. And then they just go away. Ta-da! Now, that's not a community name for it. That's just names that I've made up for each of these rooms as I've figured out this run. Let's count to 6 here with me. 2, 3, 4, 5. Where's number 6? There you are. There's 6 guards walking around.
I was gonna say lock before each number. Lock 1, lock 2, lock 3.
And because the game loves giving you surprises, they hid a blue guard in that elevator. Runs can easily get killed if you don't remember that there is an actual guard hanging out in that elevator. Oh, good thing he shot the wall. Now this room can get scary because you have guards walking around. And the guards will come out of all of these little side areas. So the moment you run in, you have to be fast. Obviously, because we're speedrunning here. But you have to be fast because otherwise your bacon's going to be the one that's going to be eaten here.
It is you who will say, "My bacon!"
Yes! Now, the game designers were nice enough to give you enough refill on health and ammo should you need it. But you have to really earn it in this level. Oh, there's somebody. Awesome. Now, I recommend on this level, if you are going to learn this one, that you are going to have to peek every time you go down the hallway, because sometimes one of them will just hang out down there and not sort of tell you that they're coming. Had many a run lost because a guard who usually stays inside one of his little fancy homes here decided to walk on out and be in a different location. We are looking at, let me see here, what's my score amount? Okay, we are 200 points underneath where we need to be, so we're going to go do some hunting for points. And 200 is either 2 crosses, a dog, or 2 guards. And while I'm looking around, if there are any other messages, feel free to read them.
Absolutely. I want to remind everybody that you are watching Power Up with Pride 2026. This is our flagship summer event. If you missed any runs in the marathon so far, you can find them uploaded after the marathon on our YouTube channel. You can also stay up to date on this event and any future events by following us on Blue Sky or joining our Discord. Links to all of these can be found in the panels below the stream or by using !social in chat. And stay tuned after this run, because coming up after this, we've got Enter the Matrix. That's going to be a fun one. That is Sarah Venza running the Niobe Hard category, I believe is what is the category that you all donated to upgrade. Is the Niobe all levels hard is what it was.
Please take that red pill. Okay, I think I know what I did wrong here. Beautiful. These last 2 guards down here, I didn't go all the way clockwise around the circle, so we can move on to the next. Level now.
GG.
That's also one of the scary parts of this run, is that if you can easily miss a guard or 2.
Yeah, as a hundo runner myself, it's very demoralizing to be on PB pace and then realize you're at 99% because you forgot one thing.
Yep. Now, luckily, because we're in a marathon, if I am really missing out, I have a save state that will take us to the next level just to be able to keep the event moving. But normally, that would be the time where I would just like reset and show you the level over again. Knew he would be over here. That's one of the tricks of this level, is that this is where you got to start to really master the patterns of where the guards are going to walk, because there's enough little doors around here where you can easily get sniped and not even realize it. Now, that fancy little ding you just heard is Wolfenstein giving you credit for a new life. And exactly the right reaction, because that was one of Wolfenstein's fancy-dancy crit mechanisms. That even though I'm doing everything as best as I can, it'll still pull a trick up its sleeve. The good news is there's a little bit of health nearby. We're gonna go and grab it.
TV dinners, yay!
No, this time is actually we're gonna have animal crackers.
Oh, I mean, animal crackers are good too. I do like me some animal crackers.
Yes. Yes, you can eat the dog food in this game to regain health. It's not much, but sometimes it's the thing that's gonna save you. Luckily, you do have a TV dinner or 2 down here. One of the other tricks that I like to use in this game is that when you open a door, you actually get a little bit of a bonus to a first shot on your enemies if they're not already awake. In that previous room you just saw, I only had to use one bullet to take him down. And that's because, or at least in my experience, what I think it is if you get the jump on him, you get sort of like a little stealth kill mechanism going on here. Where's our magic key? Because that key is going to be what we need to escape this level. So we gotta go run all the way back. Just avoid the little fancy lounge chairs that those guards were sitting on in the middle of the level for whatever reason. You know, while I'm walking around and patrolling, I take a little break now and then.
Mein Leben.
Perfect. More bacon for those who love bacon.
My bacon.
Mama! Alright, we're gonna open that. We're gonna run over here, and while that's opening, we're gonna get rid of the other two guards. We're also gonna run back over here to get the health and the secret within a secret. I've lost a few runs by forgetting to go back and open that door. And this is one of the, I call more deadly rooms in this game.
No kidding.
Because you have everybody just kind of hanging out, protecting the king's treasure back here. Look at our score here. Oh, perfect. We are where we need to be to go on to the next level.
Let's go.
Apparently, it thought I missed one.
Oh.
Which is fine, and it happens. So, as much as I'll be embarrassed, I think you're going to give me a little slack to keep this run going. Wouldn't you agree, Dangerous?
Oh, absolutely.
All right.
That's a nice round number for the score, so I'm going to call that 100% myself.
Perfect. And that happens easily 1 out of every 4 attempts that I play this game. So you get extra treasure. Level 7 here is the one I learned last. And I learned this one last because it is the most confusing from a layout perspective. There's lots of turnbacks. You have basically a hornet's nest that you have to navigate through. Good. And they just keep coming. But there is a limit to them. Go down here, we'll get rid of you and your friend. And we pretend that we didn't even see that half of the level. We have to come over here. Open that. Get rid of you, get rid of you. Take him out as he is just dancely walking on in. We come back, grab some extra bullets, because we're gonna need them. Walk in, make sure that they walk to their doom. Guard number 4 also walks to his doom.
Doom. I thought this was Wolfenstein.
It is true. You are a very clever listener. This is Wolfenstein, not Doom.
Mein Leben.
Beautiful. Alright. Let's go and wreck some faces by this guy around the corner. Now this room here can be a little scary because there's 3 exits where the guards can magically disappear. As long as you keep them focused on your screen, they won't use the exit. But these blue guards, they love to open doors. So anytime that you see a blue guy, you got to keep an eye on the doors because he's going to try to go around you to try to hit you from behind, and that is only allowed when there's consent, and I don't consent to any of these guards doing that. Bonus health here. Perfect. Now the part of the level I told you to forget about, we're actually going to it. We're going to kick the hornet's nest again. There we go. Not too shabby there. That room you could easily dive because if you don't trigger them all, they will shoot you. Which, you know, in this game, bad. Alright, so I gotta do some math on the fly here. Minus 10,000 from when I used to go. I think we are at 100, 100, 100. There we go. Right back to where we need to be.
Very nice.
Earlier I mentioned level 8. Get in your metaphorical predictions as to how many secrets within a secret you're going to see on this level.
I'm gonna say 6 or 7.
All right.
Just for the memes.
Yes. Or, you know, you can also see chat being able to say, like, you know, another nice number near that number. Which they're totally in their right to. Come on, dude. There you go. And wait for his friend. Goodbye. Again, another life. Unfortunately, Wolfenstein doesn't in the background keep track over 9 lives. So if you have 9 and earn another life and then die, it's going to say 8. So it's not like some of the older games where it would actually keep track of over 9 lives. We're going to do a nice little hello over here.
If you only have 9 lives, does that confirm that BJ's a cat?
Could be. But this little kid is worthwhile getting all the head pats. We are gonna have a little barracks room is what I'm gonna call this area. And the reason for it is you're gonna see a lot of people hanging out near beds. We're little tables in this one. They just love hanging around. See, all these fancy little beds. At least these guards got to sleep. The other ones, they have to stand on their feet all day.
I also stand completely still in my bedroom and doing nothing when the door suddenly opens.
Yes. Right. Are your predictions in? Because we're about to figure out if your answer is correct or not. And let's count together. 1.
1,
2.
2,
3.
3.
4.
4.
5.
5.
6.
6.
7. 8. 9.
This is the secret that never ends.
Yep. If you guessed 9, you would be correct.
I think we had a guess for 10, so very close.
Yes. And the good news is we're not playing the prices right, so if you went over, you'd be fine as well. Say hello. We open that little secret. Beautiful. I check my math here. And we are gonna go to the final level.
Let's go.
Now, I would like you to answer a question for me.
Sure.
What is hello in German?
I was about to say Danke, but that's thank you. Auf Wiedersehen?
It's gonna be Guten Tag.
Guten
I
Tag,
believe.
that's what it is.
I could be
I do not
incorrect.
speak German, so.
Yes. That's why I say that. Sitting behind this door, we actually have a boss.
Guten Tag.
Guten Tag.
Now, he's really meant to scare you. But he's
Very
not
nice.
scared because we use the power of that secret room and hiding behind the little blocks to be able to get rid of him. And for those who are worried about time, time is going to be now.
GG.
Yeah!
Yeah!
Yeah.
So that's how
Oh.
you go through.
Says
Thank
we
you.
missed a treasure.
Again, we're rounding up here. This
True.
isn't an exact science here.
Fair enough. But yeah, I think we had
100%.
an incentive to be met as well to kill
Yeah.
Mecha Hitler.
But by golly, I will be happy to show you Mecha Hitler.
Oh heck yeah, let's do this.
Now, through the power of technology, I've actually gone on ahead and fast forwarded with the power of the little save state that I've called incentive here.
Nice.
Mecha Hitler is not in the base episode. He's actually at the end of episode 3. You're looking at the door that leads to him. He is not alone. He has a bunch of friends. I'm only talking about this through the first time because I think part of this incentive means we're going to see this guy a few times. Is that correct?
That is true. We're gonna see him 14 times because you all donated to see 14 Mecha Hitler kills. Thank you all so much for your donations for that.
Right. Well, again, what a great way to kick off Pride and June with some absolute destruction. So, let's go. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go walk in the room, kick the hornet's nest, and make sure that we take care of his little friends. He likes to walk around. You gotta go find him. There he is. You can peek around different walls to protect yourself. Just like that. And he will damage you less. Luckily, there's enough ammo in here.
Die!
Where now, after you destroy his outer armor, he will come and chase you. There we go. I'm only gonna do this first time, just because it takes a while. They invented instant replay. Just
Nice.
for Hitler here.
Eva, auf Wiedersehen.
And it's trademarked, by the way.
I did not know that. That's funny.
Yes.
Yeah, and actually,
That's
we have hit
what?
15 on the Mecha Hitler kills.
All right. Here comes number 2. And as always, for those who are running the show, including you, Dangerous, if I somehow start to run out of time, please tell me, and I will not reload another checkpoint of this.
For sure, we'll let you know.
There you are. There you are. This time I'm going to play a little bit more aggressive just so we can get to see him a few more times than normal.
Die!
Right. Phase 2. go and get some more ammo here.
Eva, auf Wiedersehen.
That's 2. I hit escape just so we could reload it and get on to number 3.
ได้อะไรแรงหน
Now, the hardest part of defeating, I think, Mecha Hitler here, is not necessarily him himself. It's those 4 guards
ได้
that are in the white outfits that actually do the most damage on you. Because they move quickly, and they almost always will crit you.
เอวา auf Wiedersehen.
So that's 3.
3.
ได้อะไรแรงหน
So that's Pride 3, Hate 0.
I like how you keep score.
We're gonna make sure that they stay cordless.
ได้
Get some more ammo here. Move around.
Eva, auf Wiedersehen.
4.
4.
ได้อะไรแรงหน
As a kid, this was actually... They got me once there. Again, those white guards, or I should say, white because of their outfit guards, they're the ones who do the most damage, not
ได้อะไร
necessarily
แรงหน
Mecha Hitler himself. As a kid, that tang 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 sound effect that you're hearing of the mechanical
ได้
suit was very scary. Because they actually programmed it to get louder as he gets closer to you. We're just gonna make sure we get every little advantage.
เอวา auf Wiedersehen.
That's 5. 5 to 1 here. That's a pretty good ratio, I would say.
Pretty good.
ได้อะไรแรงหน
Yeah, while we're doing one more Hitler kill, I can jump in and let everybody know that we have opened a new incentive. This is for the Bears in Space run that is going to be tomorrow morning. I wonder who's running that game. I'm not sure who's running that one, but it is for the All Ending Showcase. So if we meet that incentive, the runner, I think I'm pronouncing this correctly, Danny Giris, will do all of the endings that are available in the entire game as he plays through it. So it's weird that I'm speaking about myself in third person here, but that is their new incentive that is open, and that is going to go through tomorrow morning when that run is.
And I hear that,
13 out of
that
6.
Dangerous Runner's pretty good.
ได้
Oh,
อะไร
stop it, you.
แรงหน
Sorry to interrupt the plug there. Just thought I had
Oh,
to
no,
say
not at
that.
all. Yeah, no worries.
Look, he's running away from me this time. Isn't that lovely?
Nein!
Oh.
Eva, auf Wiedersehen.
Oh,
7.
he does in.
ได้อะไรแรงหน
I will say the speedrunner's famous phrase, but I've never seen him run away like that before for me.
He does that thing.
Yes, I said the thing. Look at that. We also have a nice amount of health.
Die!
Alright, pick up some more. Let's go find it. Oh, it's right there.
Oh, surprise.
Yep. Again, as a kid, super scary. As a speedrunner, can be scary. Let me just say, look at him doing that little jig.
Eva, auf Wiedersehen.
That's 8.
That's it. We're more than halfway there. Whoa.
Living on prayer.
Die, Schweinhund.
There we go.
As a quick time check, how are we doing? I want to make sure I don't be rude to our next runner.
Oh, just keep going. We'll stop you if we need to.
Okay, perfect.
The people paid to see Mecha Hitler die. I think we need to make Mecha Hitler die.
Okay with that. Excuse me.
Eva, auf Wiedersehen.
I think that's 8 or 9. I lost track
That's
already. Perfect.
You gotta appreciate when he just stands still unless you just
Die,
unload the ammo
Schweinhund.
count into him.
Yeah. I really appreciate as a runner when he'll just stand there and do that, because these guards in the white outfits here, they're the ones that are the super ones I gotta worry about.
Die!
Oh, there he is. Time to move.
Whoop.
He can be speedy.
Eva, auf Wiedersehen.
Do up. There we go.
10.
10. 10.
I do appreciate the fact that some people in chat said 9.
Oh, very good.
Very good,
Oh, I
chat. You
totally
know what you're
appreciate
doing.
that, chat.
Chat understood the assignment.
Die!
Go. Nope. Nope. Yes, that peekaboo tactic, if you don't want to face him head on,
Eva, auf Wiedersehen.
very handy. 11.
Die, allied Schweinhund. Mein Nummer.
Take him, take him.
Die!
Ooh. Look at him dance. He tries to get to you.
Eva, auf Wiedersehen.
Wait. There we go.
Whee!
12.
Die, allied Schweinhund.
So one other tactic I'm going to explain about Wolfenstein is that there is a effective range of your gun and the enemy's guns. The closer you are to your target, the more damage you deal. That's the same applies to the enemies. So if you shoot people from a distance, you will still damage them, but just be a little bit less effective.
Eva, auf Wiedersehen.
Like right there, I was able to go back and forth in front of him without taking a single point of damage. Just because I moved my body inside and outside of his effective fighting range.
Smart.
Die,
It's
allied
one of the many
Schweinhund.
tactics you have to learn if you really want to go fast in these old school games. Where'd you go? The other thing that I think makes this a little bit more tricky of a fight is if you're not paying attention, his little mecha suit really blends into those middle 3 pillars.
Walls. Yeah.
We'll just, for extra safety, make sure that we have ammo and health to finish him off. I think that's going to be lucky number 13.
That's 14, actually. We got one
Oh,
more.
that's 14. One more, all right. That was a little scary there. Get that health back. Now we go find him. There we go. Let's top off. We let him come to us this time, as he does a little, dance, and he waddles his way too. Oh, did he get stuck? He did.
Perfect way to end that one on the 15th kill.
Yes, we just got stuck, and we'll do the trademark death cam one more time for all of you to enjoy.
Very nice. All right, well, do you have any shout-outs you want to give before we wrap this one up and move on to our next run?
Oh, yes. First off, again, thank you, everybody, for having me. It is a blast to be accepted here and also be part of the LGBT community. You can find me at twitch.tv/Amalgamayne, where I do horror, shooters, occasional speedrun, but we're very, very LGBT friendly here. Even if you don't chat, this is a safe and accepted space for who you are and the awesomeness that you bring. Would like to say thank you to the moderators and the people on the leaderboards who I modeled the run after, and an effective hug to my friends in the Glam Squad who support me every time I submit a run. Couldn't do it without you. And of course, I'll give you a shout out, Dangerous, and all of the crew here at Power Up with Pride. You made this run so seamlessly smooth, and I plan on trying to come back next year.
Oh, well, you're very sweet, and thank you for providing a seamlessly smooth run yourself. It was a pleasure to watch. It was a pleasure to be a part of this. And I'm glad I finally got to sit down and actually watch a full run of Wolfenstein 3D, because I don't think I've ever actually sat and watched a full run of it before. So this was a treasure. Thank you again.
You're welcome. And we ended it, as you can see, 100, 100, 100. So even if there were any non-believers, we have an ending that ends with 100, 100, 100.
Let's go.
Yes.
But yeah. Excellent run. Thank you again for showcasing it for us. Chat, we are going to get things moving right along into our next run. So let's take a quick break. And when we come back, we will be getting into our next run, which is Enter the Matrix. See you soon. All right, folks, thank you all for your patience. My name has been Dangerous. I have been your host for these last couple of runs. This is not the last you're going to hear of me this marathon, but this is the last you're going to hear of me this evening. I'm going to be handing the host mic over to the wonderful Ad129, who will be taking over the hosting duties for the next little chunk of today's marathon. Thank you all again so much for your donations, for donating towards such a wonderful cause and point of pride. It was a pleasure to be here, and I will see you all tomorrow morning for Bears in Space. So the next voice you'll hear is going to be Ad129. Take care, folks. Have a good rest of your time zone wherever you are.
Hello everyone. I am Ad129 and I'm very excited to be your host for the next run in Power Up with Pride 2026, which is Enter the Matrix. I'm very excited to be your host for this amazing run. All right, everyone, we are ready to enter the Matrix with Sarah